is the dumpster fire really that on fire? There's only one way to find out. Nothing sexier than Tom Cruise in panties.
Okay, yeah, hold on a second, I'm looking up something.
Why? Why? Anyway, in 2005, there was this little known anime called The Guyver.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I didn't say it at all, so...
Take a page out of Andy Kaufman's book.
Are you looking at me? Are you making fun of my hair? I'm gonna fuck it. Oh...
I kind of want this now.
When I got the call that they were bringing Xeno in, I knew it was gonna be a bad day. Thankfully, I'm here with SilvrLght and CarbonNight, both of whom have a reputation of being consummate professionals. We'll take turns asking this jackass anime-inspired questions about moments that really break your immersion, and hopefully he'll get so stumped that he walks right into a taboo. I have to be careful. If I lose this tennis match, he'll know that I know that he knows that I know that he knows what my taboo is. I definitely can't have that. Alright, Kira Galleon, are you ready?
I wonder what I should have for dinner tonight. What?
You heard me, Kira Galleon.
Yes. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Alright, what are your thoughts on how anime characters have to have several inner monologues to describe a situation and what their next course of action will be while things are actively happening and could just be shown on screen?
Okay, right, okay. So I always think it's perfectly fine, right? It is just a mechanic, like in Demon Slayer, to just extend the cut, right? It's just to extend the action, right? Because when you read manga, there's a lot of dialogue there, and you need to actually portray that. The only real way to do that is with an internal monologue. Now, I actually recommended to an old work colleague, hey, you should check out Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, super easy to fucking pick up, right? Nothing overly complicated about it. Not bullshitty. There's plenty of bullshit in there, right? I didn't say it wasn't bullshitty, but it's easy to pick up. And he came back to me and said, like, I couldn't get into it. I was like, why? The internal monologues. And at that point, I discovered apparently there is a percentage of the population that don't have internal monologues. They have no capacity for internal monologues. And I found that so fucking interesting. And it explains so much as to why some people don't necessarily get into anime because of things like, oh, the internal monologue is complete bullshit. It's like, why? It's like, because I don't have one. I'm like, they can't relate. It's absolutely baffling to me.
It is hilarious that you bring that up, because I actually do have an internal monologue, but I always see it as BS whenever they go through their internal monologues. They could just show it on screen. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they could just show it.
I think it's because our internal monologues go faster than theirs.
That's true.
Right, the perception of time is just like non-existent with a lot of things, and I do think that Demon Slayer is a lot better for it because like everything gets super slow-mo, right? Which is perfectly fine. But at the same time, it's just like, yeah, but do you know how much more they would be animating if they didn't have the internal monologues? Right? They already take massive shortcuts by animating the mouth with like three frames. Oh, yeah.
Fourth wall breaks. Sometimes you'll have a character that breaking the fourth wall to deliver narrative/exposition that isn't exactly obvious, or the anime assumes wouldn't be obvious to the viewer. Which anime is guilty of doing this too often, to the point where it makes you want to stop watching?
It would 100% be an unreliable narrator one, where it's just like random ass exposition dump, and then moments later it's like, oh, by the way, everything we just told you, yeah, ignore it because this is the real truth. I think I'm gonna say Solo Leveling. Dear fucking god, Solo Leveling, when it would just tell you one thing and then all of a sudden just handbrake turns to go like, oh, by the way, that was all wrong, and now we're gonna tell you something else entirely. You can't change your rank as soon as you get it. FYI, he changed his rank. What?
Xeno, buddy. Apart from the amazing anime that is Lucky Star, not many slice-of-life anime follow a truly realistic format as they all adopt tropes to entertain, unless you went to a school of performing arts. Do you feel this breaks the immersion within slice-of-life anime as a whole, or only for a set few, and why?
To be honest, I don't think having the tropes is necessarily a bad thing. I'm struggling to think of an anime that kind of reflects this. A lot of slice of life shows tend to no longer go on the mundane and go on the more special side of things. So, for example, My Dress Up Darling focuses like entirely on the cosplay side of things. Like, there's fuck all school classroom related antics at all, right? Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, there's sweet FA in terms of the programming stuff. Like, it's there, but it's not a massive amount. I think the tropes are fine. I think the reliance on this stuff is perfectly adequate, and I can't think of many bad slice of life that, yeah, would.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
I didn't say it at all, so yeah.
So eloquent.
Exactly.
Truly the orator of our age.
I am the conductor of this symphony, and right now all that's happening is human music.
Oh god.
Remember that moment in Cyberpunk Edge Runners where Rebecca just sort of slid across the screen while shooting someone? What are your thoughts on choppy or bad animation?
Okay. It's the Senpai cast motto. It's fine if it's done right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's a show that has come out. It's the last episode actually came out the day that we were recording this, and it's called The Elusive Samurai. Now, I praise The Elusive Samurai, and there are some anime reviewers that actually don't like it, and that's because of the hard contrast between animation styles during the episodes, right? Elusive Samurai is fucking excellent, and I think that I feel that the way that they swapped the animation styles, though it is jarring, it works, right? I don't think many studios could get away with pulling off something like this. I think it's Cloverworks, I think. And it is just phenomenal how the change in animation style lends to the narrative really, really well. Of course, you also have hot, absolute garbage done by a game studio that think, hey, how hard can anime be with X-Arm? And I'm actually getting more and more tempted the more this comes up to actually watch it. You know.
Finally, Xeno's found something that's so bad that's good for him.
No. It's the question is the dumpster fire really that on fire? There's only one way to find out.
Share with us an anime that is just utterly ruined by an abundance of fan service, to the point that it brings you out and makes you question why you're even watching it in the first place.
Oh no! I'm wondering if Nazeth is on the same wavelength as me.
No, never.
And it's Magica Blitz Tactics.
No, never. I wouldn't tell Silver to make that his taboo just because I knew this was coming. I mean, if you clicked Silver's taboo to reveal it, you would see something completely different. So definitely don't do that.
I just honestly, like, I can't comprehend how much budget went into those panty shots.
Okay, yeah, hold on a second, I'm looking up something.
And it's just like I don't know why so it's like sometimes the camera can be placed like really inconspicuously, and then the character does a flip and lands with the camera between her legs, panties. There's just full view panties.
Yeah, every time you see an anime where you're like, you should be seeing something, but they obscure it somehow. This one goes the complete opposite direction. Every time you shouldn't see something, there it is.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you actually want to see the narrative at all? Oh well. Also, Najika's mini skirt needs to be rebranded as a nano skirt because it is far too short. Just standing there, you can see her underwear. I'm like, I mean, it's not even angled at a weird. Yeah, it's Najika Blitz tactics. Just they could have spent that money on shading, but no.
Yeah, no.
They need to make sure that they have the room so that they could do the flips. You know. Oh look, hey, panties. I think it was advertised as like the James Bond of anime, and it was just like,
oh god, no. Ew.
No. No.
How is this the James Bond of anime? Hold on a second. I'm wondering about how.
No, I didn't say the advertising was accurate.
Well, I know you didn't say the advertising was accurate. I'm just wondering how they came up with it.
How did they reach that conclusion?
Oh, she's a spy. All spies are like James Bond.
He's a spy.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible? American.
He showed his
James
panties all the
Bond.
time.
Yeah, 100% shows panties all the time.
James Bond showed all of his panties all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I remember those scenes in Mission Impossible where if Tom Cruise ever wanted to interact with like anything, he would bend over and reveal his panties.
Got me going every time.
I mean, sex sells. Like
next year, nothing sexier than Tom Cruise in panties. Let's move on.
Xeno. When watching an anime with an interesting power structure or a new take on magic, how do you feel when they inevitably explain the mechanics? Does this rob you of a sense of mystery and intrigue, or do you welcome the explanation?
Okay, it entirely depends, right? Because if it's like Knights and Magic, where it's just like, oh, it's like programming, and we got to structure the spells and all that. Cool, no problem whatsoever. If it's like fucking Isekai Cheat Magician, who's like, oh, video game, no, fucking please uninstall your video game Isekai Magic and kindly go away.
Needs a rework.
Oh god, needs a 0.5 update. They need to bring down the world, the universe for a year and redo it, and then introduce you to a quest system where you spend like a solid month preparing for a party that you didn't ask for.
Worst early access ever.
Yep.
Behold the wild Xeno. For generations, his kind have struggled to survive without the use of elbows. This often led to strange clipping and odd behaviors, but the Xeno was quite happy in his little niche. However, nature is cruel and often forces selection pressures. And so behold, after generations spent alone, watched and heckled by a cruel peanut gallery, the Xeno has developed a new survival strategy. With the careful application of elbow trackers, he can exist in this strange VR environment with far less clipping, far more maneuverability, and a much greater ability to express himself. Did you notice? You've been watching this whole time. Please, consider helping the Xeno evolve even further by joining his Patreon at patreon.com/Xeno, where you can help him to hire like-minded fellows to repopulate this beautiful landscape. And you'll also get access to an extended version of this show. You'll get to see interactions like this.
Oh god, Nazith is the one that typically picks up on this. I'm really oblivious to things like title drops.
Well, there's Kingdoms of Ruin again. Remember when she said it on the moon?
Oh god! Oh,
that little chestnut.
fuck! That was just Jesus Christ. The Kingdoms of Ruin! Oh,
These truly have become the Kingdoms of... Shut up! Shut your face!
God.
Oh, it's like I gotta look up something.
Oh, truly, nature is beautiful. Let's get back to watching it, shall we?
Narration can be nice to know what's going on through some minor lore dumps, but can it distract you from your investment in your own immersion? How much is too much narration?
You know what? I'm gonna bring this to Tekkaman Blade, right? Or in America, Techno Man, right?
No man.
Yeah. So Nazeth, I think you have an asset for this, but
I do.
In the American dub of Tekkaman Blade, also known as Techno Man, for some strange reason, they overdubbed the Henshin sequence, and it was just like, why? So the Japanese one is like, you know, he henshins, right? And then it's a good, like, I don't know, minute of transformation to reveal Blade as Tekkaman, right? But in the American one, they overdub it. It was like, and Blade calls forth from the cosmic realm, the techno power granted to him by the cosmos, and it's just like, what the shit is this? So this was not needed. Just give me the flashy lights and the beeps and boops and job done. Has Naz put it up? Oh my god, Naz.
Yeah, you can watch it or not. It's 40 seconds long.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
You may not. Okay, we're doing it.
Listen to those beeps and boops. Those beeps and boops are amazing. How cool are those beeps and boops?
Wait, is this after?
What?
Did I cut off? No, here we go.
Yeah.
Of its emerald techno crystal, which calls upon the universal forces of time and space. Blade is endowed with impenetrable armor, quantum energy weapons, and superhuman powers, transforming him into the warrior superhero known as Techno-Man!
Right, none of that was there in the Japanese! Absolutely none of it was there in the Japanese! It's like, why? Why? Anyway. Yeah. I love Tekkaman Blade. Tekkaman Blade is fucking fantastic. It's one of my all-time old fave animes, right? But that dub was not needed.
Good sound effects can help bring you into the anime and let you feel as if you're there with the main character. But there's always that one sound that you can always recognize as royalty-free stock sound effect. Share with us the most overused and overplayed sound effect.
Okay, right. So, in 2005, there was this little known anime called The Guyver! And the noise that's used, like the sound effect that's used when its control metal glows, it is in so many 2000s shows after The Guyver. And it's just like, oh fuck, I know where that's from. Oh my god, I know where that's from. Oh, I know where that's from. And it's just like, yeah, it's this one specific sound effect. And it's basically like this superpowers, like, you know, a jingle kind of thing. And yeah, every single time I hear it, I'm like, yep, I know where that's from. Can't help it.
The Wilhelm scream of anime.
Yes, very much so.
Xeno, if you could grant the power to break the fourth wall to a single anime protagonist, who would you be least likely to give it to and why?
Oh, I can't remember his last name, but it would 100% be Josuke from Diamonds Are Unbreakable. I can't remember what Josuke's last name is because it doesn't follow the pattern. I'm pretty sure.
Higashika? No,
yeah. No, I'm pretty sure that is it. I'm pretty sure it is that. Because you know he didn't take the Joestar name or anything like that.
Higashikata.
Oh, okay. But even so, I'm pretty sure it'd be Josuke because, like, I just feel that the vast majority of what he would say, it would just be annoying. It would just be like, you know, he's trying to start a fight with the viewer, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on? You know, like, are you looking at me? Are you making fun of my hair? I'm gonna fuck it. Oh, you be happy that I'm a character in an anime. Oh, fucking hell, yo. It's just like, what the fuck? You know I'm right.
I kind of want this now.
People say too much or too little of something is bad. What about too much of a personality type? We all know those characters that have no emotions or too much of a singular emotion. How do you feel about them?
So, it's fine if it's done right.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too much. Oh god, like, because Goblin Slayer has like very oppressed emotions. Unless we're talking about Goblin Slayer Abridged.
Vile creatures. I don't like them. Hate them. Hate goblins. Hate them. Ah!
You could have just asked me!
Ask me what? Huh? What? Anyways, I'm gonna kill the rest of the goblins.
But I don't see anything wrong with Goblin Slayer. I think it's more the intellect of an individual. Like, if they're too stupid that they're infectious, like a disease, and they make other people stupid, that's a problem. Looking at you, Sid Kagano. Fucking looking at you.
He's fine.
Fuck off, he's fine. You don't just
No, I
fucking
mean, he's
towel.
fine. No, I'm kidding.
You don't towel whip your crotch and cause an epidemic where people start doing it, because they think it's.
But I did that in high school.
Yeah, I think having right, okay, it is perfectly fine for characters to have like be in tune with just one emotion, right? But having the entire cast be in tune with that one emotion and everyone being portrayed to have the same one emotion the entire time, no, that's too far. That's just, woo, no, can't do it.
Pick an anime you want to sabotage with random pauses to make the viewer think that their video feed is stopped or started buffering.
Oh my god. Such a dick move.
Take a page out of Andy Kaufman's book.
I want to say One Piece. Cause like, he's just like, let's just put random pauses in.
Just double the length of the series.
I mean, like, when I was watching the second season of Food Wars, I genuinely thought, like, hold on, what's with all this just random, like, holding of scenes before anyone says or does anything? What's going on? I'm so confused. Like, they fucking artificially lengthened that. I'm pretty sure the first season was the same. No, My Hero Academia. Because we need pauses between each time Deku cries.
Xeno, you know what time it is. It's obligatory Food Wars question time!
Yeah!
Alright, as previously discussed, slice of life anime often fail at truly being slice of life. Food Wars being no different. Example being the principal having the ability to explode other people's clothing when enjoying a tasty meal.
What?
Yes, that is a thing. Following this example, how would you further break the immersion with this tasty, tantalizing anime?
Everyone tastes the food that he is tasting, right? He eats it in such an aromatic way. Yes, I am using the word correctly. To the point of everyone else can taste it. And they just like, oh, it tastes so amazing. Oh, God. And they kind of like collapse on the floor, quaking. And it's just like, what the fuck? That's how much power this one individual has. Because people would typically go like, when you have bad breath, it's like, you have a mint and things like that. But his mouth is like a wok where it's accumulated all the flavors. I know, it's disgusting, isn't it?
I can't eat my soup now. The principal just ate roast beef and that's all I can taste.
Yep. That's why the principal is like always locked in his room and he's always talking to people through the PA. Right, he tries his hardest, because he's
dampening his powers.
Yeah, he's got his office is in a corner of the building, so people like are least likely to walk past it and just collapse on the floor.
He's very kind. He's very thoughtful. I like that.
Yeah. The principal's name is Gordon Ramsay Sr.
Oh my God. Of course.
It all makes sense now.
Of course. They call him Golden Ramsay. Anyway.
When I sat down this morning, I didn't know I'd witness this kind of train wreck. Got to really dig deep and push my power level over 9,000 so I can protect my family and all the people of Earth from what we've accidentally unleashed here. For real. I can't believe he didn't notice any of those tunis balls Nazareth was throwing at him the entire time. It's a good thing we got together before all this. I convinced him to get a whole bucket full of them, just for this very moment. Come on, Nazareth. Read my mind. Throw the rest of them Gatling gun style. Work those scarf arms.
Maybe I'll go for ramen. I could just eat a pack of hobnobs, but that's not very healthy. Maybe I should go to the shop and just buy like a sandwich. Oh, but what if they don't have any I like? And, I could order a pizza, but it's so expensive. A frozen pizza would work, but they always make me, like, just hungry afterwards. Could eat some fruit, but maybe that's too healthy. Oh, I could pretend it's 3 in the morning and just eat sliced cheese. Like a student.
I wonder what's on Twitch right now. Man, Xeno's talking a long time.
You ever notice just have 2 hands?
Wait, what?
Hands are weird. They can touch everything but themselves.
Get out of my head!